Have you noticed all the accounts on your Instagram page lately that have the word fact in them? There are hundreds of these, including @fact, @factsuntold, @blowingfact, @factsdaily. You get the idea. They all have huge followings and thousands of posts, which they churn out constantly. The posts usually have a photo or video referencing pop culture, sports, or history, and a short sentence underneath with a wild fact. Here are just a few of the bold claims. Babies born in January are more likely to become rich and famous. Oreo builds a doomsday vault. In Switzerland, you can be denied citizenship for being too annoying. But is there any truth to some of these wacky facts? Time to find out, is this legit? Hi everyone, it's Ian, and welcome back to another episode of Is This Legit? A series brought to you by MediaWise and PBS Student Reporting Labs, where we fact-check viral misinformation and teach you ways that you can do it on your own. You're watching YouTube or TikTok right now, right? Well, a recent survey found that more than half of teens get news from social media these days. Unfortunately, unlike traditional news sites, it's really hard to separate fact from fiction when the news is coming from social media. Take, for example, Instagram, which 72% of teens use regularly. The social media platform, designed primarily to share photos with friends, has spread in recent years to promote public pages. Now, these posts are being promoted through the Explore page and even your own feed, so you'll see them even if you don't follow them. Let's look at two posts from a couple of these fact page sites I mentioned earlier. A claim from @NotCommonFacts says, quote, "Your tongue is the strongest muscle in your body." A picture of a woman with her tongue out is the only other thing on the post, which has over 10,000 likes. A simple keyword search led me to this article from Scientific American. The article says this myth started because many people wonder why their tongue is never tired. This is because the tongue is actually made up of 8 separate muscles that intertwine together. But the word strongest is a bit subjective because things like brute force and leverage are important to the body. Nonetheless, the article confirms that the tongue is not the strongest in any category. So we would rate this claim not legit. You would need to take the extra step of leaving Instagram to fact check a lot of these pages. And not all claims on these fact sites are flat out wrong. This post comes from @blowingfact with 7 million followers. It says that until 1974, it was illegal to appear in public in Chicago if you were ugly. Over 80,000 people liked the post, but here's a red flag. The caption doesn't provide any context, evidence, or links whatsoever. So after doing a keyword search, I found a Snopes article, which surprisingly rated this claim as true. I dug in a little more, and the article explains that in the late 1800s, cities enacted unsightly beggar ordinances, better known as ugly laws, to get beggars off of the street. Snopes adds that after World War I, as veterans came home with injuries and deformities, enforcement of the law quickly stopped, although it remained on the books in Chicago until 1974, just as the post claimed. We're going to rate this claim as needs context. These fact posts are super appealing on Instagram, probably because of their quirky, sometimes off-the-wall content and bizarre visuals, things that really just stick with you. Plus, like any social media platform, Instagram's algorithm values engagement, which means it's going to surface posts with extreme or surprising content. It's a double whammy that can make your brain turn off its critical thinking filter. And while some of the posts on the fact pages are flat out wrong, some are true, and not all are misinformation. But what are some things you can look for to help you spot these questionable fact pages? First, these pages almost always have the word fact in their usernames. Second, these accounts make money by promoting products, selling followers, or receiving ad revenue based on clicks. For example, @factsuntold says right in the bio, grow your account, paid promotion available. So, media lit tip, check the bio. One of the biggest motivators for spreading falsehoods online is money. Finally, and probably the biggest red flag, almost none of the accounts I went through posted sources or links to their content. While most of the posts on these fact pages are harmless, evergreen content, some are not. And it's important that viewers know how to discern the truth. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Is This Legit? And remember to subscribe and like for more fact checks just like this. I'll see you next time.
Don't compromise, be media wise.